runners home all white.
One team loves to shoot the three. The other one sometimes has been challenged in stopping the three. The Tritons love to shoot long distance. You take a look at their lineup. Hardy, Wright, Gray. Actually, that is the CSUN lineup, so we'll get rid of that because they're not even here tonight.
Wow.
We'll break it down for you. Bryce Pope, Tony Rochak, one of the best, and a leader on the Tritons, along with Jake Killingsworth. He's a three-point shooter in his own right. The miss by McCall, and the rebound comes down to Rochak. Also, Jace Rockamore, and the aforementioned freshman, Francis Wakoria. And a three, and that's what the Tritons love to do, off the iron. Ball goes out of bounds off the runners, so the Tritons will maintain possession. Rod Barnes going with Graylin Easter, Justin Edler-Davis, Caleb Higgins, Justin McCall, and Sean Stith. We're just underway.
The big fella, Caleb Higgins, goes for the big pull down on the rebound and knocked it out of bounds on his own hands.
There against your starting lineup for UCSD: Pope, Rochak, Killingsworth, Rockamore, and Wakoria. And off glass from close range was Rochak, who misses. The Tritons had 4 players in double figures in their 8-point win over the Runners back at UCU San Diego. I was there for that game, Vance. They jumped out to a 17-point lead. Justin Edler-Davis had a whale of a second half, had 22 points in the game. Runners got to within 1, but they never took the lead. Trying to get the ball inside to Stith.
Double team down
low,
doubled
down on him. We're going to get a foul call. And the reach in on Bryce Pope.
Pope doesn't like the call. Don't blame him. However, I'm more concerned about Stith this late in the season, realizing he still can bring it down there, big guy.
Hey, you make the big man dribble, you're going to get company. Higgins with the inbound brings it back to Edler-Davis. Probably give it right back to Higgins, and he does.
Tritons in zone.
Tritons in that matchup zone right there. And Higgins, who also lit it up late in the game from three-point range when they were in San Diego.
4 on the shot clock.
Tries the three there. That's a deep one, and he nails it. It was Higgins and Edler-Davis who really came to life late in the game against the Tritons. The Tritons hit 12 threes in the first meeting, and they will shoot a ton. They had 23 attempts last game. Rochak in the key. Gets it down low. Wakoria, spin move.
It's a wild move. And Stith just kind of, as a bystander, got him in the face. It was a kind of an out-of-control move, frankly.
Wakoria gets up. I think Stith was, like you say, not really fouling. He was just in the way. That'll be on Sean Stith, his first. And the Tritons will inbound. To get it to Wakoria. Looks inside. Rochak was asking for it. Killingsworth, he will shoot from 3. In fact, he's one of the best three-point shooters in the league, and that is a 2-pointer from Jace Rockamore. It's 3-2. McCall, meanwhile, working on Wakoria. Gives it up to Higgins. Higgins got him down deep, and Graylin Easter was on the end line to the other side.
What a great matchup. What a great matchup tonight. Wakoria and McCall, 2 super athletes. If you're looking for man-to-man matchups, boy, that's going to be a nice one. But Stith on the defense side with Wakoria.
Runners in the usual man-to-man as Rochak misses from about 5 feet away. Tried to throw up a little floater, bit of a baby hook. So it's still 3-2, Runners on top.
Nice pass.
They really got ambushed in San Diego. They were down double digits at halftime as Higgins tries another 3, but that was well off the mark.
Greg, the Runners are not going to be able to settle for, suspect shots, and without moving the ball around, they're going to get exposed by the Tritons. That's good defense, though.
Rochak working on Edler-Davis, comes up short.
That's a mismatch. Oh, I'd like to see him go to the rack right there. He had him. Good pass.
Oh, nice pass. And Graylin Easter got slammed to the floor after the shot, and he will go to the line to shoot 2.
I like Bryce Pope. Nice young player, but he doesn't have the speed to stay with Higgins. I thought Higgins could have gone all the way to the rack with it. Pulled up, but still a good look down low.
Tony Rochak picking up his first foul. Second foul on the Tritons, and Easter at the line. One thing the runners have really improved on, Vance, is getting to the foul line the last 5-6 games.
And I like Graylin Easter on the floor for the Roadrunners. Whenever he can get out there, whenever Coach Barnes and his coaching staff figure out the right time frame, as we see Pinocchio come in. And
Washington and Pinocchio, Brian Washington, Dolph Pinocchio. Yeah, I asked Rod Barnes earlier this week your approach to these two games. They're pretty much locked into the game against Northridge in the Big West Conference Tournament as Easter misses the second. He's going to play a lot of guys, he said. He wants to save some legs here. Wants to win these two games, this one and against Irvine, but he also wants to save some legs for the tournament.
Nice defense right there by Washington. That's a good transition right there for him to get into the game and right away put some defense on Wacoria. Look at this, Greg. Look at this. This is nice.
Nice defense. Got him up in the air, though. Yep. Misses from close range.
Really nice job.
Rochak does a really good job. He's such a threat offensively, but he can also distribute. He got the ball down low to Wacoria. Meanwhile, Washington at the top.
Oh, I love this.
To Edler Davis, who didn't go up with it.
Yeah, it almost looked like a set play, but Coach Barnes didn't like that extra pass.
Meanwhile, Rochak missing with the left hand, a little out of control there. Here come the runners. And Easter in the short corner pulls it back out, gives it to Pinocchio.
Boy, these Roadrunners are passing
Davis, the three, well off the mark.
Greg, these Roadrunners are passing up some wide open looks. Coach Barnes just put Pinocchio in for a reason. He had a top of the key wide open look. There's another one here for Pope.
Skip pass over to Pope. He's off the iron long. Pinocchio with the rebound. Up ahead to Easter, who's working baseline. Absolutely.
The NCAA, there's a lot happening for these officials.
Runners with the inbound under the basket and out to David Walker, who enters the game for the Runners. Still a zone defense. Cam Smith also entering the game for the Runners.
Well, Tritons are going to stay in it until the Runners hit 3 or 4 of them.
Well, they just saw 2 threes that were air balls.
Right.
So they're definitely going to make them prove something to get out of the zone. Pinocchio gets in the key and knocks down a 12-footer from straight ahead.
You know, Greg, I've watched Dolph all season long. He is such a complete guard. He's still learning aspects and nuances of the game, but a really complete guard. If you look at the whole package, he's got it.
Yeah, sometimes there seems to be a hesitancy to shoot the open shot, or sometimes they dribble into covering themselves. Killingsworth driving on Smith, kicks it back out top. Rockamore misses. He has the only 2 points for the Tritons at this time. Jake Kozlowski into the game. Plays for Rochak, who has 2 fouls. Kozlowski, number 13, right there.
With runners so deliberate, they've taken probably 5 or 6 shots with about 6 on the shot clock. Another one with 6 on the shot clock.
Bodied up by Killingsworth there, but he gets the bucket, and the Runners have an 8-2 lead. Rockamore to Wacoria, over to Killingsworth, who can really light it up from 3-point range.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, the Runners have done a nice job stretching out this defense. They're meeting these shooters at the arc. There's another one, Pinocchio right there. Washington steps up. Nice job.
Tritons will put you to sleep, though. They'll threaten to shoot the 3 like that, and then suddenly they'll decide, let's go inside with the pass as they get the long rebound and another attempt at the 3, and that one's knocked down by Bryce Pope. And it's now 8-5.
Bryce, one of the local players out of Torrey Pines.
They're from all over the place, aren't they, the Tritons?
Well, I remember last year just watching Bryce as a young freshman. Smith with a good look there. Oh, man.
Open to miss. McCall with the rebound. The putback off glass. No good. Scramble. McCall again fighting for it. He's getting a good call for a foul.
One thing about Justin you have to love, though, Greg, when he gets the rebound on the key, he does one thing. He goes
He's
right
all
back.
business.
Goes
exactly.
right back up.
Going to get our first look at Travis Henson. Also, Caleb Higgins back into the lineup as McCall and Pinocchio take a seat. Stiff back in for Brian Washington. We're going to get our first look at Michael Pearson Jr. coming in for the Tritons as Rockamore takes a seat. Pierce working on Higgins. Coria pulling Stith out. Again, this is a Tritons offense that will run the three-point line all day long, and then they'll find somebody in the key and get it to them down low. They suck you out, and then they throw inside. Is the miss by Wakoria there. And the runners come back. Walker tries the three, knocks it down. First look for David Walker.
Great
and
to
the
hear.
Runners back up by 6.
It was great to hear Coach Barnes say hit it. He gave him the hit it sign. And David said, don't have to tell me twice. Backdoor, ooh, good job there. Look at this. That's
Ball
a foul.
off of Pearson. Great hustle by Higgins.
Go to the hole.
They get it up 4, and Walker lay in off the glass. The Runners go up by 8. The Tritons win a timeout. It's 13-5 with 12:07 to play. And it's only going to be a 30-second timeout. So we'll stay right here for a moment as the Runners have a 13-5 lead. Oh, now we're being told it's being turned to a media timeout, so we'll take one. It's the Runners on top 13-5. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the Icardo Center in Bakersfield, California. Greg Kerr alongside Vance Palm. We have CSU Bakersfield on top of UC San Diego 13-5. Tritons will be the first one to tell you they've had some looks, especially from close range, but they haven't dropped. And now they just turned one over.
Well, I'll tell you what, Greg, one thing about the Tritons, like a lot of teams that live on the coast, like Irvine, like San Diego, like Santa Barbara. We've got players from all over the world, Senegal, Switzerland, Australia, Serbia. Who doesn't want to come play in La Jolla?
No doubt about it. Caden Rashid, by the way, into the game for the Tritons. Down low to Smith. He gives it up to Stith, who had Wakoria in the air. A dribble into his body would have probably brought some contact. Shaughnessy take advantage of that. Meanwhile, Smith misses off the mark from the wing. And here come the Tritons. Again, it's an 8-point game. Now, when you're playing UC San Diego, up by 12, down by 12, it can go quickly.
You can see Walker helping out there. Everybody has a nice assignment, sticking to it. Ooh,
Pearson knocks down a 3.
Out of Tracy, California, up in the Modesto area, farmland.
13-8, the Runners' lead is 5. Wakoria just kicked it back out from the post, and Pearson had time and shot the 3. Down low to Stith. They're going to say that was off Stith. Stith says it was slapped out of his hands. We're going to see Matt Gray come into the game.
The Australian we were just speaking of.
Coach Olin substituting liberally as well. Killingsworth to Pearson out at the top.
Boy,
Kazakowski.
Henson brings such a defensive element to this Roadrunner. His length and his quickness. Great shooter, too.
Ray with 5 on the shot clock. Out to the corner. The 3 is off by Kazakowski. And here come the Runners. Walker, who already has 5 quick points. Over to Henson. I'm surprised he didn't shoot that 3, but Sean Stith went up, and we got a foul.
Coach Olin thought he just lost the grip, but somebody like Sean Stith, too strong to lose the grip.
It's going to be on Matt Gray. So 14 fouls on the Tritons, just 2 on the Runners. We're almost at the midway point of the first half. Stith didn't even see the pass coming from the referee there on the bounce. I was a little surprised by it. He's shooting 2.
I'll tell you, when you talk about Wakoria, a true freshman, Greg.
He's had some big games recently for the Tritons.
He's sitting right now, but that's a bright future spot there for Coach Olin and the Tritons going, in this Big West as they come into fruition.
Stith makes both of them, so the runner lead is back to 7. Caleb Higgins giving some token pressure in the backcourt, but not much. Pearson brings it across the timeline. Again, the Tritons work that perimeter, but they're always looking inside.
Look at Henson.
Gray loses the pass, and it goes out of bounds. Would have been backcourt either way.
Greg, that's Travis Henson going over there to double team with his long arms, and he got right in the face of Killingsworth, and Killingsworth just threw it away. Henson just clamped down and made it count.
So Travis Henson right in front of us will inbounds
It should give it right back to him. Oh.
Rockamore and Pope getting ready to check back in, and Henson goes up and draws the foul.
He is energized tonight. He's playing great defense. He's got that length.
Well, he played a lot for Justin McCall in the last game. So thought we were going to look at it, but Justin McCall wasn't feeling well the last outing, and he got some extended time and showed himself well. So Travis at the line right now.
Travis out of Maryland.
And there it is. He drew the foul on Kazakowski right there. First was good. Rochak's going to check back in with 2 fouls.
When you and I first saw Travis the first time, he rattled off about 7 threes.
Yes, he did.
Right in front of us on the other side when we were calling it, and we said, hey, we've got something here. And he's a junior.
Reminded a lot of people of Damian Durham at the moment, shooting from long range all night long. Travis makes both. The runners not only getting to the line more advanced, they're a much improved foul shooting team. They've been really shooting it very well from the foul line as he made both, and the runners' lead is the biggest of the night, 17-8. 9:45 to go in the first half. And again, 3 new bodies, actually starters back into the lineup. Rochak, who has the ball, he also has 2 fouls.
Watch the back door.
Goes back court to Rockamore. They get a foul call on the pass there.
Higgins got caught.
So that's on Higgins. 13 foul, first on Higgins.
You know, when coaches like Coach Barnes and his coaching staff, or any coach that goes up against a team that has a lot of back doors, you know, there are certainly, you know, ideas and concepts that they go over defensively, as we see a miss there. But bottom line,
Henson got his hand in the face. Go ahead, man.
You've got to keep your head on a swivel, period.
Pass stolen there by Kazakowski.
Henson again.
And Henson again stepping up. And Caleb's he's got to be more selective with the pass, and you only give yourself one option when you get down to the big guys to kick it out, as we're going to see Wakoria back in. Gray comes out. Kazakowski takes a seat as well. So it's Pope, Rockamore, Rochak. Also, Caden Rashid has remained in the game. Henson, who's yet to attempt the 3. We're going to get a foul call on Justin Edler-Davis for using his arm to hold off Caden Rashid, who did a great job, just great hustle defense by Rashid.
Yeah, Travis, telegraphed it. Second of all, a low little bounce pass like that, pretty easy to defend. It's exactly what Coach Barnes said. No, you can't throw it down there. Anybody's going to get that.
And part of that, you got to come to the ball, right? You can't just let it come to you the entire way.
But Greg, to your point you made earlier,
as Pope goes reverse layup and in. It's a 7-point game.
Coach Olin sounded like a golfer. Get in there, he said. He's looking for it. All they can get now. They finally hit double digits with 8:43 left.
But this is a team that can score. They've scored 10 in the first 12 minutes. They can score 10 in the next minute and a half.
You're right. You're right. Move that ball around, fellas.
Easter to Higgins.
There you go.
Just asking for it down low. Rochak has 2 fouls. You got to go at him, right?
That's a travel. It's a great idea Sean has, though. Draw the 2, but you've got to be ready. You have to know where you're going to go.
I just got to say, though, when he's got Rochak on him one-on-one, you don't back out and wait for the double. You go straight at him. He's going to back up a little bit. Rochak knows he has 2 fouls. (17-10) with 8:25 to go. Coach Olin calling out motion, and Rochak going in on Edler-Davis. Skip pass to the corner for Bryce Pope, which rattles that one home. And suddenly it's a 4-point game.
Runners are still fine. They're all right. Just got to move the ball around.
Higgins to Henson. Travis isn't looking at the rim from 3-point range, which is interesting. As Edler-Davis tries to go in, Rochak, nice defense there.
You're right. Good move, good defense, good basketball.
Well, kicked out top. Rochak down the lane against Higgins, in and out. But those 9 threes are probably more than the runners will shoot the entire game.
Well, and with 7:45 left in the first half, San Diego could take 9 more. You know, they could take 9 more in 7:45. Point being, there's a lot more that's going to go up. The runners have to make sure that they're aware that, like, look, we're just getting started here with regards to guarding that three.
So Rochak makes the first, misses the second.
First free throws in the night for the Tritons.
And Killingsworth getting ready to check back in. Again, the zone defense has been very active. The runners have done a nice job against it. They've missed some open shots. And that is Higgins going deep again. He made his first, but he's been long on his next two attempts. And the rebound comes down to the Tritons.
Again, very patient offense. Pull the trigger with 5 in the shot clock.
Just made. Going to get a foul.
That's on Graylin Easter.
On Graylin Easter. That's right. Pope, who just made a corner three. Tried the floater there.
And Coach Olin looking for a goaltending, but the whistle blew, I think, before he even got off the ground, and I don't think Justin even touched the basketball, actually.
Heather Davis getting ready to check back in as Pope is going to attempt the first.
I don't know if we can
Rochak
see. I don't know if we'll be able to see that. Pope went up to the hole, and Justin McCall was trailing. Maybe what Coach Olin's talking about is that he just hit the glass so hard that
I don't think he got the
backboard.
Good look at Bryce Pope right there. Makes both, and it's a 1-point game. So the runner's 9-point lead down to a mere 1 point.
Runner's on a drought right now.
That's 4 quick free throws by the Tritons. They converted on 3 of them.
A nice move right there. Careful.
Easter misses from the corner after pass from Higgins.
Runners are chilly, Greg.
Here come the Tritons. Killingsworth working on Edler Davis.
Nice job of the Roadrunners with these back doors, Greg. Now they're starting to read them pretty quickly.
Bryce Pope gives it up to Coria, who misses from distance.
Boy, the runners need to get a good look and knock it down.
Yeah, they've had an absolute drought offensively. Not getting much inside either, as they immediately double step each and every time.
Swing this thing over here. There you go.
Higgins kicks it out to McCall. McCall fades away from 13 feet, knocks it down.
Greg, that's a shot he's worked on for the last 2 or 3 years. Just a hard penetration, makes the defense think he's going to go to the rack, because that's how they scout him. And then he just stops, pulls back, and knocks down a 7-8 footer. Nice shot.
Coria gives it up to Bryce Pope, far side. Pope driving on Easter. Contact, but nothing there. It goes off the rim.
Coach Olin looking for it, no call.
Higgins, meanwhile, working on Killingsworth. Pulls it back out.
Oh, look at Coria and Stiff going after it. Stiff kicks it. If he's going to kick it back out, they got to swing it quickly.
Stiff asking for it back, doesn't get it. It's back out to Higgins. There's only 10 on the shot clock. Edler Davis driving short corner, knocks that one down.
That's perfect.
The back-to-back buckets by the runners, and they're up 21-16. It'll often be the case, and it's more accentuated when you're playing UC San Diego. The runners tend to play by 2s, and their opponents more often by 3s. As Coria goes in, and a foul called on Stith, who is just there. I don't know.
Number 32, Sean Stith is second.
That's the second foul on Sean Stith with 5 minutes to play.
Supposed to be big boy basketball here. This is Big West. That's a foul.
Well, let's take a look at it. See, maybe was he in the restricted area?
I don't know. Ay. It's a freshman phenom with tons of talent, tons of skill, tons of explosiveness.
Washington will be coming in for Stith as Coria makes the first.
Number 12, David Walker. Number 15, Brian Washington.
21-17 with 5:01 to play.
Time for my old man quote. If that was a foul back when I was playing, my man, I'd have been to the line quite a bit.
And once again, as I was mentioned, it's really accentuated when you're playing the Tritons. The runners tend to play more 2-point basketball than anyone else in the Big West. Everyone else tends to shoot and, for that matter, make more 3s. It's really the gap widens when you're playing UC San Diego. So can they win scoring by 2s when the other team's trying to score by threes? We'll find out. Right
Go to
now,
the hole, Justin. Go to the hole.
it's tight. Call.
Oh, man. Put it
Stripped
down.
away by Caden Rashid, who's had a couple of nice defensive plays for Tritons. Now he's working on Higgins. Kicks it out to Wakoria, who tries a three, and that's nothing but net. We are tied at 21.
A neurobiology major on top of everything else.
So he's taller and smarter than me. Walker, who had 5 quick points when he came in the first time, working baseline, gives that one up to
Ooh, what a nice
Cole,
move.
who just uses total athleticism to get above everyone else and put it off glass, and the runner lead is back to 2. And Higgins got lucky with that cutoff there of Bryce Pope, because that was...
Now that's contact.
Yeah, that's contact. Rockamore working out top to Rashid. Was looking for Wakoria, gets it to him.
He's going to need help right here, possibly.
Tell you what, the Tritons set a ton of picks, don't they? And Rockamore knocks down the 3, and the Tritons have their first lead of the game at 24-23.
I think Barnes might make a move here, and he does with perimeter defense. Just strictly perimeter defense move.
Higgins gives it up to Edler Davis. Washington asking for it down low against Wakoria. Walker, nice move. Puts up the jumper, in and out. He shook Rockamore long enough to get an open 15-footer. Rebound comes down to the Tritons and Killingsworth. Rockamore, who just hit the 3. They do a great job with motion as ball's poked out by McCall. The runner's just 2 of 5. And another 3 attempt, that by Rashid off the mark. Rebound comes down to Antavian Dude Collum, who's into the game for the runners. Dude has shown himself well in a couple of games for CSUB when he's gotten minutes. In particular, when he's facing the basket, shooting mid-range jumpers. Active zone again by the Tritons. Edler Davis, that well contested, but he knocks that one down. That was good defense by Killingsworth. You can't do much better than that.
It exemplifies what a beautiful shot that was. Great defense.
Backdoor cut and an easy 2 for Wakoria.
Well, Dude Cullum just came into the game and took a quick lesson on a backdoor by super freshman Wakoria. That was a beautiful backdoor.
So it's back to a 1-point lead for the Tritons. We're at the 1:45 mark. Runners continue to try to attack the zone, and Justin McCall does it with his athleticism, putting that one up and in from short range, and it's the runners back up by 1. Rockamore working with the ball on the far side, comes to the top of the key, kicks it over to Rashid, who launches a 3, and that one goes home. So Rashid's hit a couple of 3s. He's done a really nice job tonight. Coming off the bench, he's had a couple of steals defensively, knocked down a couple 3s, and now the Tritons have a 2-point lead. McCall from the far corner misses. Rebound. I mean, that could have had a foul call on that against the runners. Instead, it was just ball out of bounds, and it'll be Tritons' ball. I think Justin Edler Davis may have gotten away with a foul there.
Now they've pulled 13 threes. So they pulled 4 more threes since the last time we talked about it.
Cam Smith into the game for the runners. Yeah, they'll shoot 25 of them tonight.
Great for the runners to get a stop right here, try to get the ball back, make something happen here at the end of the first half. Important to go out with some good momentum.
We're going to get a foul called on Wakoria for
turned his shoulder.
Moving screen there.
He knew right away. You can see it right here. He comes off it and right.
Yeah, got him with the. That's that hand in the cookie jar look too, you know.
Yeah, he knew right away. Just like we talked about. It's a great opportunity for the runners to get the basketball right here, go out with something positive.
Mac Ray back into the lineup. 2-point lead, 45 seconds to play. 2-point lead for UC San Diego. Higgins to McCall, who again works right to the rim and scores.
And Coach
McCall's
Barnes,
athleticism just showing up on display.
well, that's Coach Barnes too as well. That's 2 straight calls in a row. Exact same call back to back. If it works once, try it twice.
Tied at 29. Tritons with most likely the last shot of the half as Rockamore's working on Higgins.
Keep an eye on Killingsworth down here in this corner.
Asking for it. Got to figure there might be a kick here for the final shot, and there it is. And Gray launching a 3 off the iron, and that, as is Jace Rockamore. Let's see where else we got hiding over there in the corner is Jake Killingsworth, and over in the other corner, because that's what they do, is also Tony Rochak.
If you're Coach Olin, you told your Tritons, hey, we've got him right where we want him. If you're Coach Barnes, you told the Roadrunners, hey, we've got him right where we want him.
Rochak trying to back down Edler Davis, and he does after a couple moves in the key. And Tritons quickly up by 2. Rochak's got that ability. He's got the size to go down low, and yet he can stroke it from outside. And again,
Attaboy, Justin. Go up, baby.
Justin Edler Davis with the putback. McCall very aggressive.
Well, they went right back to that same call again. It's the exact same call. Coach Barnes is saying, look, you stop it, we'll go to something else. But until you don't.
And a nice weak side rebound by Edler Davis on that one. Pope, meanwhile, going glass. Nice drive by Bryce Pope, who had a very good first half, and he's starting off
and Greg,
nice bucket in the second.
I'm here to tell you, if the Roadrunners can just answer, if they can answer back, and they keep answering this offensive team, they're going to stay in it. Here's a good look right here.
Higgins, open 3, misses. Rebound comes down to Lucoria. Sean Stiff has Rochak one-on-one on the low post, and yet doesn't even bother to put a move on him. Meanwhile, Rochak's going to work on Stiff. They both have 2 fouls. That left-hander goes in for Rochak. That's exactly what Sean Stiff needs to do down low.
Well, that's his go-to move, that left-handed little baby hook. That's already become a signature move for him tonight anyway.
I mean, Sean made a nice pass to Higgins, don't get me wrong, but he's just not looking to be a part of the offense right now.
McCall triple team for a second.
4-point lead, the largest of the game for the Tritons, and he just goes through everyone to score yet again, and it's back to a 2-point lead.
Coach Odom looks at his staff, kind of chagrined, like, hey, look, we got 3 guys on him. What are we going to do?
Call with 12 points. Pope with 12 to lead the Tritons.
And
we're going to get a foul call.
It is an offensive foul.
On Rochak, so that's his 3rd. And he's telling Coach Olin right now, I'm okay, keep me on the floor, but he just got subbed out.
Well, the sub was at the table before he even had a chance.
And they got the right guy in, because let me tell you what, Caden Rashid had an impressive first half.
One of my all-time favorite cities ever, Geneva.
And here's McCall again. In traffic, gets that one and the bucket.
Roadrunners can go ahead here with a 3-point play. Wow.
And they're not saying there was a foul on the shot. They're saying there's a foul that he didn't let him land.
He went under him.
And so Justin McCall will go to the line. He's got 14 points and going to the foul line. He's had some breakout games this year.
Oh, I'd sure like to see Justin McCall make all conference.
That one's in and out, so it's tied at 35. And here come the Tritons. Rockamore.
Baseline, watch out.
Rashid is working on McCall. Nothing there. He kicks it back out top, and Lucoria tries a straightaway 3. Off the iron, rebound comes down to McCall. Here come the runners.
See, McCall needs to follow. Get in there and trail, big guy. Backdoor, love it.
Nice pass
to
Edler Davis. So that one's off the mark, but he gets the rebound. And Easter puts one up from mid-range, also off the mark. And I think that's off Cam Smith. Actually, they're going to get that ball to the runners. I thought he knocked it out of the hands of one of the Tritons.
Greg, I know our viewers see it from where they're watching this, but you and I are seeing an absolutely fired up Roadrunner defense.
David Walker comes into the game for the runners.
They are really playing great defense, and it's giving them some opportunities.
You know, we're 60 feet away, but I thought the runners may have gotten a break on that last ball. Nice entry pass, nice down low to Smith, misses.
Got to finish strong, babe.
Back to Walker, who puts it up and in. Haven't seen that much traffic in the key for the runners all night long.
I'll tell you what, Cam Smith missed that, but he knows next time he's going to get it because he's going to get that cut again.
Killingsworth gives it over to Rockamore in the near corner, and he pulls back out against Cam Smith.
Look at this. Oh, they get him on the
Meanwhile,
foul.
they're going to get Caleb Higgins. There was a mismatch with Wikoria. He was just trying to body him up.
And Higgins knows he had to do it. He had to do it quickly. And Dolph's going to come in for him.
Well, Pinocchio's going to come in, so Caleb, not liking that.
But that's not a disciplinary substitution whatsoever.
Not at all. Not at all. The inbounds to Wikoria working on Smith. And the 3-ball again, and Rashid, who had a terrific first half, knocks that one down. And the Tritons back up by 1, 38-37.
This is how it's going to be the next 16 minutes and 24 seconds.
Smith working on Killingsworth.
Give it right back to him.
Re-entry pass right there and turns around, puts up the 12-footer, misses. Rebound by Pope. Quickly ahead.
Heads up.
And Wikoria.
Huge travel.
Now, this game went, the Tritons scored 85 in that first meeting. That's where they want to play this game, get it up in the 70s and 80s. The runners would prefer to keep it down in the 60s or low 70s at the very most.
San Diego's got a beautiful media setup down there. I'm talking to my good buddy Ricky Ludes, and was down there for some volleyball stuff, and they've got a beautiful media platform down there. It is nice.
They do.
Ricky rolls into campus on his bicycle. Said, Rick, you got it down, brother.
Coria made both foul shots. The second one got a kind bounce. So the Tritons lead by 3. Walker, meanwhile, gives it to McCall. But most of his points have come from inside of 5 feet. Walker driving hard, but out of control off the glass. To the Icardo Center in Bakersfield, California. Greg Kerr alongside Vance Paul. 9 on the shot clock for the runners. They trail UC San Diego 40-37.
That's a great
16
pass.
minutes to play. They get it inside to Cam Smith, who puts it up and in.
Yeah, that's going to be tough for Kid and Rashid to hang on there.
It's a 1-point game.
That's the matchup they got.
The Pope brings it across half court. He's had a couple really nice straight line drives to the bucket. Meanwhile, Rochak kicking it out to Rockamore and off the iron on a wide open 3. The runners lose the ball out of bounds. 2 runners battling for the ball. Yet it goes on the baseline, and it'll remain Triton's ball. They have 20 on the shot clock.
Right now.
Get it back out top to Bryce Pope.
You runner fans, this runner defense right now really stepping up. They're doing a nice job.
Rochak working on Edler Davis. Backed him in a little bit and got the charge call. And that's going to be 4 on Rochak. Coach Olin's.
Need a sign to get moved.
But that's going to be 4 on Rochak. And that's immediately going to get Killingsworth back into the game. Tony Rochak has 7 points, but he doesn't have a ton of minutes on the floor. And that's a big loss for the Tritons.
Oh, yeah, 6'9", 220.
And if he comes back in, and I'd say this is the other way around, you got to go at him.
I don't know. We'll see him for a while.
No, you won't see him for a while.
Travis Henson is the antidote right now for the runners. They can get him in sometime.
Call, meanwhile, trying to work on Killingsworth.
Oh,
and got a travel call.
How?
That was nice defense by Killingsworth. Rod Barnes.
Here's a look right here.
Call.
Here's a look right here. Where?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. That's a big bucket, too, Greg. That puts him up by 1.
Absolutely.
Man, oh, man. Tough call.
And McCall with 14 points. He's going to be aggressive. Rochak out of the game. You're going to see McCall going there quite a bit. Smith caught him. He hooked him.
And look.
Easy call there.
All I'm saying about Travis is, boy, he had some good minutes. He's long. He can get up. He's got that 3-point threat. And they need some rebounds, Greg.
Yeah, I would imagine Rochak, we were talking about, maybe after the 8-minute media timeout, maybe come back in. Just
if they
depends
need
on the
him.
score.
If they need him.
Yeah.
How about this right here?
Right there, like Cam Smith, 2-on-1 to David Walker. High and hard, throws that one down. And the runners back on top, 41-40. Nice play by Cam Smith. Pope.
Defense has got
top to Rashid.
Defense has got to stay locked in. Don't get too emotional. Stay locked in.
Working on Smith, and we're going to get a foul call on Smith. That's going to put Correa back on the line.
Well, look
Here's
at
the
this.
steal. Nice. Bounce came off of Walker's leg and back to Walker.
Boom.
Running the floor there.
All right.
That's only 2 on Cam Smith.
So Correa made his last 2 foul shots. First one is up and good. We're tied at 41.
We know you can be louder next time.
Correa's second. Also good. The Tritons back on top.
4 fouls on the runners with 14-14 to go. And they picked up 2 of them in the last 30 seconds.
Pinocchio, Walker with the ball right there. Got it down low, misses the floater. Back out top to Pinocchio.
What a
Gets it
pass.
inside to McCall.
Boom.
Throws it down. Beautiful look by Pinocchio. And the runner's back on top.
The way San Diego plays, though, Greg, that means nothing to them. Here they come again. Again, playing with house money. Relaxed. 3 seconds. Goodness.
Pope working on Pinocchio in the key for a while. Back out top to Rockamore is looking for Correa.
You can hear the crowd chanting defense.
6 on the shot clock. Rockamore working on Smith. Created some contact in the key. They're going to have to throw something up. Rashid does, and he knocks it down. Rashid has had quite the game.
They're going to take a look and see where his feet were. And I'll tell you what, boy, that's a great shot. That is one great shot right there. He got, well.
Here it is. Take a look at it. Hard to tell from there. Looked like a 3. It's a 3.
It's a 3, and they were also
That
looking at
didn't
the
take
clock.
long.
They wanted to look at the clock, too. That we knew it was good.
So it's 45-43. UC San Diego on top. We're at the 13:24 mark right now.
Here's a look at it right here, Greg. That is one fantastic shot right there. 1 second left. The runners put up some killer defense, and what a bucket.
Ball almost lost his footing there as they trap. If they can get the ball out of the hands of Justin McCall, that's something they'd like to do.
Well, Coach Olin and his staff now, they're trying to ratchet up the defense. As you've got somebody like Bryce Pope, he's the Energizer Bunny. He just never stops either.
So it's Pinocchio, Edler Davis, Smith, Walker, and McCall on the floor for the runners.
That's a mismatch
working
right
against
there.
that zone. Pinocchio from straight away, 3 is off the mark. Long rebound comes down to Pope, who almost lost his balance after colliding with Smith. Rockamore working on Pinocchio. Gives it up to Killingsworth. Gets it down low, and we're going to have a foul call.
Yep,
It's going to be an
yep.
offensive foul
That's great.
on Correa. He ran straight over Dolph Pinocchio. Pinocchio paid the price there a little bit on the chin.
If you're a Triton fan, you don't like the call, but it's a charge. You don't like the call because it looks like he didn't give him room in space, but look how far Corey was off the block. What a nice basketball game.
Call goes the runner's way. They're down by 2 with the ball. And McCall, corner 3, knocks it down. Or maybe that was a 2, excuse me. A 2 to tie it at 45 apiece. And Rod Barnes imploring his defense to make a stop here. As Corey is working down baseline on Edler Davis. Kicks it back out.
McCall needs to help.
Rockamore into the key to Pope, who is fouled on his way to the basket and scores. That's going to be on Pinocchio.
And that's the beauty of an offense like the Tritons. You get a guy trapped down in the corner right there. It gets down to the very last second, and here comes a guard out of nowhere.
Constant movement,
Right.
motion, and Pope trying to finish off a 3-point play.
And on top, but on that note, though, Greg, the runners are playing really, really good defense.
They are. As Pope makes the foul shot, he has 15 to lead the Tritons right now. Justin McCall leading everyone with 18 points.
Let's go.
And the same bodies out there right now for the Tritons. I know they're playing a zone, but they're a very active zone. See if they wear down at all. McCall, again, when he's been aggressive, has gotten to the hole pretty much whenever he's wanted to.
Yeah, they've got to move around. They've got to move. Don't let San Diego kind of cheating. There you go. Great pass.
Higgins with the corner three off the mark, but wide open. Rebound by Smith, kicked that back out to Higgins.
In that zone still, Tritons
Higgins
threatening.
will try another three. That was good. Over the outstretched arm of Bryce Pope, and we are tied at 48.
Well, this is what we talked about at halftime. This is how it's going to be from here on out. Tit for tat, switching off, and that's a cheap foul on Walker.
And we're going to get the under 12 timeout with 11:27 to play. Just like halftime, we're all tied up. This time at 48. We'll be right back. Yeah. And welcome back to the Icardo Center in Bakersfield, California. 11:27 to play. We are tied and tied no more. Tony Rochak back in the game with 4 fouls. Scores on the set inbounds play, and now the Tritons lead 50-48.
You got to go right at him.
He's down there at the bottom of the zone. You get that ball down low. You would imagine
They'd have Stith in there or
someone down low go at Rochak. They're trying to protect him out there. The three, nice rebound by
Cam
Smith.
hitting the glass.
And he goes up, and that's exactly, Rochak wanted no part of that.
Come on, Cam.
Runners can't get it in. They finally do on the putback.
Hey, that's how Bo Redstone became the all-time leading rebounder. Just missed 2 or 3 right in a row.
Hey, you know, Tony Rochak's not doing anything anybody with 4 fouls would do. That was back off.
Well, I'm surprised
You know?
Olin has him in there, frankly. With 10 minutes and 40 seconds, you got a guy with 4 fouls. He better be.
And he's working it offensively. And we're going to get a foul on McCall.
Calls on number 22, Justin McCall. His second, team 7th.
Dick Kazakowski getting ready to check in for the Tritons.
You need to get loud. This is Chick-fil-A.
First and 2 is good.
2-time Big West Player of the Week at the free throw line.
Dick Kazakowski in for UC San Diego.
He's led the team in scoring 15 times as a Triton. So he's definitely an offensive threat, a weapon, a tool in the toolbox that Coach Olin wants to keep.
Makes them both. It's a 2-point lead. This scoring is what the Tritons do. They lead the conference in 3-point shooting. They lead the conference in assists per game. 3-point scoring. Kazakowski is first. Killingsworth is second. And free throws, Rochak and Pope are first and third, respectively. David Walker knocks down a 3, and the Runners back on top, 53-52. Rockamore brings it across against Higgins. You got to be willing to take a charge of some kind, play defense.
Oh, boy.
We're going to get a foul on Edler Davis.
Justin did everything right until the very last. And, you know, Rochak is such a smart player. He knows how to draw contact as well.
To be honest with you, I thought Rochak was looking at the official like, did you call a charge?
Well, he's going to be, every whistle that blows now, he's going to be looking over his shoulder.
And he misses the free throw. But it's a 1-point UC San Diego lead. McCall.
Oh.
Had Killingsworth on his skates there for a moment. Higgins working on Bryce Pope. That one swatted away, but the rebound comes down to Edler Davis. Shot clock at 13.
Well, the offensive rebounds for the Roadrunners have kept them in the ball game here in this second half.
Shot clock down to 5. Higgins to McCall, fade away.
Nope.
Doesn't even draw iron. Shot clock expires. So a nice defensive stand by the Tritons, who have a 1-point lead with 9.5 minutes to play.
Now these defensive stops are at a premium right here.
Rochak again working on Edler Davis. And that one, I think Edler Davis got a lot of ball there. Wow. That's 4 on Edler Davis. And they're doing exactly.
Well, and here's what, let me tell you something, Greg. A player knows that his shot's been blocked when they react instinctively like Rochak did. He knew that his shot was cleanly blocked because he went right back after it. If you know you've been hammered, you know you've been hacked, you just stop.
And he just gave him a,
Right.
he just gave him a, not a high five, but he gave him a swat, like, good play, man.
Exactly. He knew that he got cleanly blocked because he went after the rock real quick.
First
It's like
look at Jack Schumann into the game.
going with some length, I guess.
Misses the second time. Rochak's missed the second of a 2-shot foul. So it's a 2-point Triton lead.
Boy, it's a fine line for the Roadrunners right now. They've got to stay aggressive, but these don't want to put the ball right back in the Tritons' hands if they miss a shot. That's nice.
Walker, hard drive, but off the rim, and Rochak with the rebound.
Somebody take a charge.
He's very
right here.
aggressive offensively, and again, and the nice pass to Rockamore, excuse me, for the basket on the back door, and it's now a 4-point Tritons lead. You just have to go straight at Rochak. I know he's in a zone, but that's what you have to do right there. See, he backed off, wide open shot,
What a
tip.
play. What a play. Coach
Now
Olin right now.
game.
I'm paraphrasing, but Coach Olin looked at the stat and said, what a player. What a player.
20 points for McCall.
Yeah. And that's just
Rockamore backs down the smaller Higgins.
Coach Barnes looking for the push-off, though. He just asked the ref, what about the shove-off?
59-55. See San Diego, we're about to hit the 8-minute mark. McCall working on Killingsworth. Nice backdoor to Schumann. Jack Schumann.
Saying, hey, we can do the back door, too. That's a big bucket for Jack.
He's in the box score with a bucket. They keep asking Rod Barnes to get back in the box and get off the court. 2-point Tritons lead. Rochak working on Smith. At the Kozakowski almost lost it in the air for the Tritons. Pope makes the first.
Ten times he's led the Tritons in scoring.
And a second.
A stroke like that.
17 for Pope. He's lead the way right now. Rochak has 14. McCall leads everyone with 20. David Walker has 12. Runners down 4 with the ball.
Tritons in man-to-man defense.
Cam Smith puts up a 18-footer, no good, but the rebound, it's going to be a foul on the Tritons.
It's on Killingsworth.
So the Runners will inbound, 20 on the shot clock. Still a 4-point game. They go back out top to David Walker.
Now they go back into a zone, stretched out zone.
Walker launching a 3 off the iron. The tap out by Jack Schumann. The Runners try not to come up empty on this possession. Walker, the spin move in the key, needs to do something with it. Gives it up to Cam Smith, misses. Rebound comes back out.
And there it is.
Runners over to Walker.
Oh, my
misses
goodness.
from close range. Jack Schumann fighting for it, gets it up and in. And Schumann is fouled. Jack Schumann.
I thought it would be the length of Travis Henson,
4 shots on that possession.
but it's been the length of Jack Schumann.
And the lefty goes to the line, the transfer from Colorado State.
And what a great story this young man is. He's been on the team for about a half a season, and Coach Barnes said it's an extra coach on the team. Knows where every guy is supposed to be. One of the quintessential positive good guys there. Can't believe he missed a free.
Missed the free throw, so it's a 2-point Tritons lead with 6:40 to play. Pope had Coria open for a moment.
They're still going to try to get it to Rochak one way or the other, and they do.
Tritons rather deliberate. Rochak working down low. Ball knocked away.
Great
Air ball off
defense by Smith.
Great defense by Cam Smith. So the Runners down by 2. We're about to hit the 6-minute mark. Higgins almost lost his footing.
Tritons in man. Right now it's ripe for McCall if he can get to the glass somehow.
Working on Killingsworth. They got help in the back, but one of those guys helping is Rochak with 4 fouls. The rebound comes to Wikoria. Tell you what, with the attention that McCall's getting when he drives, somebody should be sitting on that three-point line like that. In and out.
See, if I go right back to McCall again, because as you mentioned, Rochak's got to come down to help. Or Wikoria, one of their 2 superstars is going to have to help if Justin goes to the rack.
And so again, it's McCall at the top on Killingsworth.
Loves it, loves it. Oh.
Now he's got Rochak.
You're seeing what I'm seeing, you're calling it.
And Smith working on Killingsworth, goes off glass, no good, rebound to Rochak. So the runner is so close, but still down 2, and Rochak just bringing it the length of the floor, kicks it out to a wide open Killingsworth. And that's a 5-point lead. That's a dagger right there.
But that can't happen.
Edler Davis getting ready to check in for the runners.
I think Barnes wants a timeout.
We're knocking that one down. Had a lot of strong moves in tonight's game.
We've had some big dunks down low, too.
As here we go to work against the zone. Some contact there. That's going to be probably on Rashid.
Falls on number 23, Caden
Just a
Rashid,
6th-team foul. Oh, the 7th, excuse me. They didn't change it. So this is big right here. Front end of a 1-on-1 for Justin Edler Davis. Down by 5. Cam Smith getting ready to check back in. And he misses. But he got the rebound.
Get in there.
And he goes up and misses again.
Gosh.
Rochak with the rebound. And then Rashid buries a 3. And suddenly it's an 8-point Tritons lead.
A lot of basketball left. A lot of basketball left. The runners cannot lose heart right here.
McCall working on
there you go.
Rochak, and that's exactly what you have. You take it to the guy with 4 fouls.
Absolutely. I'm surprised that Olin has him guarding McCall, the most aggressive road runner, being guarded by the guy with 4 fouls.
Meanwhile, Rochak has Jack Schumann on him. Jack doesn't get a lot of minutes. He's doing a nice job there, but nice shot by Rochak. That is playing horse. Nice shot by Rochak.
Travis back in the ball game.
Lead is back to 8. Higgins working out top, gets it to Edler Davis.
Oh, good
pass
cut.
was cutting Schumann, but that was a hot potato there from short range. Killingsworth there for a second, saw a 3 that he wanted to take. Instead,
and
we're going to get the inbounds by Bryce Pope. Trapped there, but they get it back to Pope. And he'll bring it across against McCall.
Tritons want to keep Rochak from fouling out. Cam Smith is on him. Smith has only 2 fouls, so that's the guy right here.
Rochak at the top working on Cam Smith. That one's short off the iron, gets the rebound, however, still working on Smith, and now he's going to get the foul. Rochak does a really nice job of
he's very smart
in the key, spinning left hand, spinning right, and he uses his elbow or his shoulder, but he doesn't extend it, and therefore the referees don't really call a foul on anything offensively because he's very smart about how he uses his body.
He's a quintessential European player. He starts his shot with his elbows underneath. He raises his elbows up, draws contact. It's oh,
and he misses the first of 2.
That's 3 of his last 5 he's missed, Greg. Unbelievable.
Wikoria into the lineup.
Could we see the 2-time Big West Player of the Week, Chick-fil-A?
He misses this one, Chick-fil-A for everyone, but he disappoints everyone. And the lead is now 7. And the runners need to be very efficient with every trip as we're at the 2:55 mark. And McCall working again.
And where's
Rochak? Rochak's backed up wisely, and Cam Smith with the putback.
So they're rotating over to try to catch McCall, and that's leaving Smith open for I don't know how many offensive rebounds he's had so far in the second half alone.
Well, Smith puts it in. He'll go to the line. It's a 5-point game. 2:45 to play. The runners need every foul shot as well. They've only gone to the line 10 times.
That's that young man's 8th offensive rebound. And he has been an absolute workhorse. Need this. How about that?
Well, like you said, he got 4 of them in Bo Redstone style, didn't he? In that one possession.
If Bo's not watching, I'm telling him you said it, not me.
So here's Rockamore working on Higgins out at the top. We're about to approach the 2:30 mark.
See if Cam takes a charge here.
Inside, almost lost it. In fact, ball kicked around. Nice save by Higgins. And then on top of a body.
That should be a foul on San Diego.
He is literally on top of him. And I think we're going to get a foul call there.
That's a good call.
Indeed we do. It was good. Great hustle on both sides, but a foul on Rashid. And I don't think you can really argue that call. Great hustle by both, though. First of all, they got hands on the ball here as Rochak tried to drive and make something happen. Great save. And then it was Smith getting to the ball underneath Rashid, who landed on top of him. And that puts him on the line.
Yeah, in defense of Rashid, really, it's a loose ball. So he thinks he can go in there.
No, Rashid was doing what he had to do.
Well, Coach Barnes and his son wanting the foul on. They're wanting the foul on Tony, and it's not on Tony. It's on Caden. The foul's on
2:25
Rashid.
to play. It's 70-66. And this is a huge front end of a 1-and-1.
So some confusion here. The foul.
They called it on Killingsworth?
Well, they called it on Killingsworth. If they did, that's a mistake. It's on Rashid.
Yeah, Rashid was the guy who landed on him.
Here's a look at it right here. You can see it. Obviously, it's...
There it is. It's clearly Rashid.
And I thought for sure I saw Klaus come over and give it to 2-3. I don't know what
they got it up there down the
very
board.
Good. All right,
so Smith, front end of a 1-and-1. That one's good. So now it's a 3-point game, a 1-possession game, 2:25 to play. Boy, the runners have been here how many times this season? Second one is good. It's a 2-point game.
To your point, Greg, they play confident. A lot of seniors, a lot of elder statesmen on this team, and they've been in this situation a lot.
So Higgins working on Rockamore and vice versa. Rashid pressured by Walker.
Stay on him.
Wakoria getting down deep. And they're going to call that off of Wakoria on the block.
They're going
to say the ball was blocked and it came down on Wakoria as Rochek's going to check back into the game.
That's a good call.
Replace Rashid.
Wow, I wasn't sure. It wasn't going to say much, but what some eagle-eye call right there, partner.
Travis Henson in the game. He can stroke the 3 even though he hasn't attempted one yet tonight. 2-point game, 2 minutes to play.
Tritons in man-to-man.
The runners always keep you in your seat, that's for sure. The record may not show it, but virtually every game's come down the last 3 or 4 minutes.
This crowd needs to get out of the seat and stand up.
Henson back over to McCall. Puts up the jumper and knocks it down. And we are tied at 70 with 1:40 to play.
Coach Barnes has 1 timeout. Coach Olin has 3 timeouts. Watch Rochak on the other side over there.
Pope, who has a good right hand. We're going to get a timeout by Coach Olin right here. So with 1:30 to play, we're tied at 70. It's a 30-second timeout, so I think we're going to stay right here since we have 30 seconds. You know, they were shading Pope to the left, and he's had a couple great drives with his right hand to the hoop. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave that look to Bryce Pope again, then he goes straight to the hole. Let's take a look at McCall one more time. Part of his 26-point night. And this one, the equalizer, is he stepped inside the 3-point line and knocked it down from about 16 feet away. 26 points for the Ridgeview High grad. We're tied at 70.
It's been a tough, long season for the Roadrunners, but that young man has got my vote for Big West Conference All-First Team.
I'll tell you what,
put that team on his shoulders a lot this year.
And you can see that, you know, this does not look like a team that is a 9 seed and they're not invested in this.
Not at all.
Again, this game may not show up in the standings because of UC San Diego status. but it's huge for your psyche getting ready to go into the Big West tournament.
They're going to stretch out the floor to get it to a 10-second clock, and there it is.
Pope trying to work some magic. Has to kick it back out. Shot clock at 5. Inside to Rockamore. Off the rim. Rebound comes down to the runners.
Coach Olin wanted a foul, not going to get it.
Just rolled off the rim.
Coach Barnes needs to hang on to that timeout. There's your man, Travis.
20 on the shot clock. Walker with the ball. Working on Rashid. And Higgins with 12 on the shot clock.
Like you
Back
said.
to McCall. Working on Killingsworth.
That's exactly where he wants him. It's exactly where he wants him.
Going
down
up.
low.
The bounce off. And that's going to be off Rochak.
Coach Olin looking for an over-the-back call.
McCall may have gone over the back there, but the ball was off Rochak. So there's 20 on the shot clock. 20 on the shot clock. And the inbounds. With 42 seconds to go. Cam Smith back out to Higgins.
Like you said, 20-second differential, Greg. That's a good option right there.
Smith working it in deep. Off the iron. Rebound comes down to Killingsworth. And the Tritons are going to get the last shot.
Coach Olin has 2 timeouts if he needs them. If he needs them, deciding not to.
Hope was asking if he wanted to use one, but right now, no sign of that. They know what they want to do, and they're 4 wide down low. It's a 1-4 attack right here. It's ISO with McCall.
And watch Rockamore. He's got the height advantage if they go back to him.
They got the switch on the smaller guard, and it goes in with 1.1 seconds to go. They're not covering the inbounds pass now. They get the ball.
Gets it into Henson. Oh, he called a timeout very quickly.
Immediately. They got 0.2 of a second.
Use it for any reason. He's going to let the dice
See this
roll.
What kind of pick we have here.
Boy, this ball's got to get in. This ball's got to get in.
They got to get it in. It's a lob up top, and that's not going to get anything.